Audio Jungle.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are doing good. Today we're going to be covering the pre-Royal Navy course, or your PRNC, that you need to attend before you can actually start your phase 1 training. Now this is going to be a two-part video. One, because it's going to be too long to fit into one part, and two, because I want to make things as clear for everyone, because a lot goes on in those 4 days, and if you fail those 4 days, then you have to come back again to do the whole 4 days again, or that could be it. So I need to be as as transparent with you guys as possible. Now, before we get started, I just want to thank you guys for just getting the subscriber count up. If you're not subscribed, I think it's 90%, a whopping 90% of you guys aren't subscribed who watch these videos. So if you aren't subscribed, just hit the subscribe bell, leave a like and comment what you want to see on the future videos. It massively helps. And yeah, let's just jump into it. Now, your pre-Royal Navy course, as I said, it's a 4-day course. It's broken down into different aspects. So let's just start with day one. On day one, when you arrive, please note, just dress smartly. Jacket, tie, formal attire. Don't show up in jeans. Your AFCO will talk to you about this before you even get there. You don't want to be the only one in ripped skinny jeans and everyone else is showing up properly attired. When you get there, the persons in charge will take you from wherever they're going to take you and carry you to naval base. You'll be there, you have a few minutes to yourself to talk among each other. One of the main things I would advise you to is to make friends, talk to someone, because you're going to be there essentially for 4 days, and you don't want to be that one person that's like really antisocial. So yeah, just talk to someone while you wait and stuff like that, and then you will get your PowerPoint presentation. This PowerPoint presentation goes in depth on what to expect in the Royal Navy, the life, pay, benefits, and the ups and downs generally. So this is something that I think it's gonna be. I'm not gonna lie, it was really challenging not to fall asleep because it's really long. But don't fall asleep, or just don't take my advice. Just don't fall asleep. Then after that segment, it's the icebreaker segment. On that, you have to stand up for a few minutes and essentially just talk a bit about yourself. I think they give you a timer, whether it's like 3 to 5 minutes. You have to go up, say your name, where you're from, your working history, your family history, a little bit of stuff, just to gauge your your public speaking skills. A lot of persons are nervous. If you're one of those persons that struggles speaking in front of a large audience, don't worry too much, because it's not that significant in the long-term scheme things, and it's not pass or fail. It's just for everyone to get to know everyone else. But bear in mind, this is important. If you want to put your best foot forward for this icebreaker test, depending on how you do your introduction and presentation, they choose the class leaders and the mess bosom from this, and that'll be for the 4 days. I think they're broken down into, I believe it was 3 or 4 classes. So you'll have, I think it's a class leader, deputy class leader, and probably 3 or 4 mess bosoms. Mess bosoms are persons in charge of keeping the guys in the room orderly, keeping the room clean and stuff like that. Make sure everyone is tidy essentially. So if you're gunning for those positions, put your best foot forward and just smash that presentation and icebreaker. Now, from this, you'll go to the parade ground late in the evening, and you'll meet the drill master. Really fun guy, really fun guy, really funny as well. Told a lot of jokes, just get everyone at ease. And you learn the basic of drills, about turn, right turn, left turn, stuff like that. Really introductory stuff. As I said, you can't go wrong with that. And then you head off, grab dinner at that point, and then it's lights out at like probably 10:30, 9:30, somewhere around there. When it's lights out, it's lights out. It's not, I want to go to bed at 8, so yeah. And that's day one covered for you. Practically, just an easy, feel or roll into things. So not much to be worried about on day one. However, day two, it's when things actually pick up. Day two is when you do your first test, which is your 2.4 kilometers or your 1.5 running test. Now, there are different standards and metrics for different ages. So persons of different ages will have different times. I'll link this in the description below because, I know a lot of persons are not too sure about the time that they need to, achieve in order to pass. But I'll link that below. You guys can check that out. But you wake up at like, I think it's 5:45. You shower. The mess bosun would tell you guys delegate responsibilities, clean the room, and stuff like that. And yeah, after that, you guys would transition and go to get your scran. That's what we call breakfast in the Navy. You go and get your scran. I want to make this clear to everyone listening. Do not eat too much breakfast. I know the breakfast is like, it tastes good, and you haven't ate anything since the night before, but bear in mind, after this breakfast you have your 1.5 mile or 2.4 kilometers to do. And I've seen persons just flat out, throw up, vomit everything they've had for breakfast on this run because they've ate too much. So if you can go for the fruits, there are cereals there, just eat something light before you go to do your 1.5 and your gym test. So eat light that morning. After that, you have breakfast, and then you go and you crack your 1.5 mile out. You do your 1.5 kilometers. This is done on around the square, so it's not on a field. I think depending on the conditions, they do a bleep test as well indoors, but it's it's February now, it's going into spring, so I doubt that this would be practical at this point. But your 1.5 miles done outdoors around the parade square, and you have to, it's a certain, I think it was 7 laps around the square or 5, but you have to pass this. This is a pass or fail. If you fail this, I think they'll just send you home on that day or on the evening, after you've had lunch and what's not. So try your best not to fail this test, because it's really important. It's a pass or fail. It really is. And it's 10 seconds over the time. It's 10 seconds over the time. You haven't passed. So try your best to show up fit, and ready to go. Now after the 1.5 kilometers, you do your gym test, where you go to the gym and you meet the PTIs. Oh my god, these guys are fit. They're all about fitness. That's what they do. And yeah, you guys will be there just doing drills, IMF drills. It's called IMF is initial military fitness. So you go there and you do your drills, your push-ups, your sit-ups. You do this time. And after that, a word of advice: don't fidget in the gym. If you're told to stay still, don't stay still. Don't start scratching, don't start wiping, because that would draw their attention. And yeah, you don't want the PTI attention, because they'll just make you sweat even more and scratch even more. Trust me on this. And this is something that will go into your initial training as well. And you learn. After that, on your day 2, around lunchtime, 12, you have a shower and you'll go and see the bishop. And that's one of the most chilled out evenings of day 2, after you've smashed out your 1.4 kilometers, 1.4 miles. you go and you see the bishop, and he is absolutely the friendliest person on base, and give you tea and biscuit, stuff like that. Just make you at ease, just really, it's really more for social time. And after that, around 2-3, you go and you do your first ship visit, which is quite nice. I'm not going to disclose which ship you visit, for security purposes, but you do get to visit the ship, and it's well nice. It gives you a feel of how it's like to live on board, the different aspects, as in, the war rooms and the lobby rooms, the captain's room, stuff like that, where you'd be staying as well. So it's a good feel of the Navy life before you actually set foot in the door. And yeah, and then that's it. You go and you get your scran for the evening, and then you get your head down at 10:30, 9:30 that night. And that concludes day 1 and 2. I'm not gonna go anymore. I want to keep these videos short and sweet. So subscribe and hit that notification bell. Your next video is gonna come to you in a few days, tops. I just want to keep you guys informed. As I said, if you're not subscribed, subscribe, leave a like, join my Patreon if you want. It massively helps. I'm just trying to help out as much people as I can. I know that the Royal Navy is going to start back the application process sometime soon. So just putting you guys on your back foot. Nice having you guys, and I'll see you out there. Cheers.